Hi, this is our Excel calendar. First, you need to know how to change the year. You can change the year of the calendar by clicking onto this scroll bar. And when you click onto this scroll bar, the year will change by 1 year. Click again and it will change by another year. If you want to reduce the number of years, you can also click onto this scroll bar, the one on the left, and it will reduce the number of years. Alternatively, you can click into the cell here and just type in directly 2015 and hit the enter key, and it will show you the calendar for 2015. Okay, let's change this back to 2012. Now let me draw attention to the place where you can put in the public holidays. In here, the public holidays are listed. For example, if assuming that I have one additional holiday here, and let's say this is called Boxing Day and it is supposed to be a public holiday. Okay, now on the 26th of December, here is showing a white color box. But let's say when you key in here 26th December, this is 2012 calendar, so we have to put 12 for 2012, hit the enter key, and you'll see that now the date is highlighted in red and shows that this is a public holiday. And we can actually mark out the date here to refer those as Boxing Day if it is a public holiday. Alright, now if you do not have enough rows to list down all the public holidays, what you can do is just highlight the 3 columns here and select how many rows you want to increase, and then after that just go to right click, insert, and use shift cells down and click OK, and they will extend the list and you can key in more holidays. If you do not want so many rows, you can also highlight the cells that you don't want, right click, click onto delete, and shift the cells up and click OK. Alright, so whatever way you insert or delete row, make sure that you do not touch the last row. Okay, because this row has been configured to capture the first and the last row would be the marking to say that this whole list contains the public holidays. Okay, the other thing that we actually put in is the school holiday. Here you can actually mark out the starting date as well as the ending date and some remarks. So for our case, when we actually put in the holiday 10th of March to 18th of March for the school holidays, in the calendar itself, it will mark out in blue, alright, and the font is italic. You can refer to the legend here to understand what it is doing. As you see, light blue and it italic bold font, and this is what happened here, and this would actually indicate that this is the school holidays. Now the other thing is the strike through. The strike through works this way, and assuming that you want to key in a date for the room booking. Alright, say if you are using one day, you have to key in the start date and the end date for the room booking. So assuming that we want to book a room, alright, I want to mark out this date, 30th March 12, you can key in 30th March 12, hit the enter key. Alright, and next you will have to enter again 30th March 12 for 1 day. Now if you want this to be colored, you have to put in Y here, and what happens is that it will strike out the underline and strike out the date 30th March 2012. Now if you are looking at the range of dates, you can put out 30th March 12 and then put here 31st March 12, and they will mark out the date from the starting to the end. Now assuming that you are looking at dates where you want a different marking, for our case we use this to identify room availability in the evening. So we have an evening column here, and say we want to make sure that we want to mark out that 28th of March is used for rental, or there are activities inside the room. What we do is we will enter the date here Okay, let's remove the Y first, and here is where we can key in 28 March 12, and thereafter put in the Y in this column, and what it does is that it will mark out the room with a border. Alright, and you can put some remarks here as well and say that this is used for maybe networking sessions, alright, as a form of remark. Now the other place that you can do is you can also mark out dates here, say that 8th and 9th of March. So type in 8 March 12 to 9 March 12. Alright, and assuming that during between the two dates itself, the room is used, you can put in Y so that it will mark out and strike out the two dates, 8th and 9th of March 2012. At the same time, you will want to list down and give it a different color, assuming that this is a special event. So let's say I put here as celebration. Okay, you can key in the word celebration here, or whatever you do, alright, whatever events name that you can place here. And assuming that you want these two cells to be colored, okay, with a peach color. Okay, so taking this two date itself, what you can do is you do not need to touch the boxes here, but make sure that this event title will match the marking here, and let's put here celebration, and hit the enter key. Now once you hit the enter key, the dates will automatically appear here, and you can put in here maybe celebration, say for boss. Right, and what happened here is when you key in the marking here for the event celebration, it will color with the same color as the header of this box. So you can list down many dates. For example, you want to add on, once you key in that, you can just key in a code and say 29th to the 30th of March, and type in 29 March 12, alright, to 30th March 12, and because you have already marked out here as celebration, all you need to do here is to maintain the date here and say celebration, hit the enter key, and now because of this code, you automatically mark out the date here as peach color. Alright, now this one can help you to arrange the events in sorted by dates, alright, in running order, whereas the boxes here will allow you to organize the events in the different segments and list down the dates that is related to the event title here. So you can actually manage both ways, but all you need to do is to enter the dates inside here and key in the code here, and if you want special marking here, you can put in a Y. Alright, now there's another feature that is not shown here. Say that I created this and today is on the 8th of November 2011. All we need to do is if we key in a date that is earlier than 8th November 2011, say 1st November 2011, and hit the enter key. Alright, and we say that it ends on 3rd of November 2011. Okay, when you key in a date that is earlier than today, this row will mark as pink. Now the reason for marking this is to make sure that we can differentiate the events here, what is past, what are past, and what are coming. Alright, and once you sort this date, this marking will automatically change as you move along and open up this file on the date itself, and you will see that you can probably ignore those that is colored because it's past event, but you'll still list them down as records so that you can actually have a full list of events that can happen in the year itself. That's all I have for Excel calendar. Okay, if you want to if you want to get a copy of this calendar, you can go to our Facebook page, like our page, and you will be given the access to download the calendar for free. That's all I have for you. Bye.